affirmations guide you back to the feeling of pure gratitude, the kind that reminds you just how much life is already given you. A deep breath in, and let's begin. I am grateful for the beauty that surrounds me. Every moment today is filled with peace and possibility. I see blessings in even the smallest things. My heart overflows with gratitude and joy. I am surrounded by love and light. The universe continues to bless me in countless ways.
What's up?
I attract moments that make me feel deeply alive. I am thankful for the gift of this new day. My life is rich with meaning and purpose. Every breath reminds me that I am loved and supported. I find beauty in the present moment. Everything I need is already within and around me. I am grateful for how far I've come. Every sunrise brings another reason to live. My world is filled with gentle blessings. I am open to all the joy life offers me. Happiness flows through me effortlessly. Each experience adds color to my story. I feel peace knowing I am exactly where I'm meant to be. My gratitude attracts even more reasons to be grateful. I see love in everything and everyone. The rhythm of my life is calm and in perfect sync. I am surrounded by abundance and positive energy. My heart is full, open, and deeply thankful. I choose to focus on all that's going right. Everything in my life is working out beautifully. Celebrate the little things that make life magical. Peace flows through every part of my being. I am content, blessed, aligned with joy. blessings appear. I am deeply connected to the miracle of life. Everything unfolds in perfect timing. I choose peace, joy, and appreciation today. Every heartbeat is a reminder of my purpose. I am in harmony with the flow of life. Good things are always finding me. Simple things bring me the deepest joy. I wake up grateful and go to sleep fulfilled. My life sparkles with positivity and warmth. I am guided by love and light. Each moment feels sacred and full of meaning. I trust the goodness of life completely. Every day I become more aware of my blessings. I am thankful for everything that brought me here. Joy finds me wherever I go. My adds love. I see miracles unfolding in ordinary moments. My life is overflowing with peace and contentment. I am surrounded by beauty I once prayed for. The world is brighter when I choose gratitude. My heart beats in rhythm with the blessings around me. I am living in alignment with love and appreciation. Every breath fills me with peace and thankfulness. This day is a reflection of everything beautiful within me. I am already living a blessed and abundant life. I open my eyes and see how wonderful life truly is. Take one last deep breath. Let that gratitude sink in. You are blessed, not because of what's coming, but because of what already is. Carry this feeling with you today. Notice the light, the laughter, the quiet moments. They're all reminders that life loves you back. If this message touched your heart, take a moment to like this video, subscribe for more daily affirmations, and comment below, I am already blessed. Let's affirm it together and spread that gratitude energy to the world.
ever met someone who...
Hello, my dear ones. I am so happy and deeply grateful to see you here with me today. Thank you for showing up, for yourself, for your healing, for your heart. You know, over the many years I've lived, loved, and learned, one of the greatest truths that ever changed my life was this. The moment you stop trying to be understood by others, you begin to truly understand yourself. That is where freedom begins. For so long, many of us have been taught to look outward, to search for approval, to seek validation, to measure our worth by someone else's reaction. We forget that the most sacred relationship we'll ever have is the one with ourselves. And when we turn inward, we find a love that cannot be taken away. You see, healing doesn't happen when everyone around you finally understands you. Healing happens when you finally understand you. When you stop trying to explain your heart to people who aren't meant to hear it, and instead you listen to it yourself. That's when the peace begins. When you love yourself, you no longer need to prove anything to anyone. You no longer chase acceptance because you become your own source of it. So today, let's talk about this beautiful art of focusing on yourself. Not in a selfish way, but in a healing way. Because when your focus returns to you, your life begins to blossom in ways you never imagined. Take a deep breath with me. Inhale love, exhale comparison. Feel how the energy shifts right there. You see, we live in a world that constantly tells us to look outward, to measure, to compete, to compare. But comparison is the thief of peace. It keeps you chasing shadows. When you stop trying to fix others and instead bring that loving attention back home to your own soul, everything starts to make sense. You begin to realize that peace isn't something you find in another person's eyes. It's something you remember inside your own. Now let's talk about loneliness. That word that so many people run away from. Loneliness has been misunderstood. It is not punishment. It is a teacher. It's one of life's quietest and most sacred classrooms. When you are alone and you stop trying to fill the silence, something extraordinary happens. You begin to hear your own soul speaking. You hear your intuition. You hear your truth. And that truth is gentle, loving, and wise. Many people fear being alone because they think it means being unloved. But my darling, being alone is not the absence of love. It is the return of it. It's the moment when life clears the noise so that you can finally meet yourself again. Loneliness teaches you to rely on your own emotional strength, to stop looking for others to make you feel complete, and to realize you already are. When you sit with your loneliness instead of escaping it, you mature spiritually. You start to see that the space you once called empty is actually full of you, full of potential, full of divine presence. In the quiet, you find your strength. When you can sit with yourself and feel peaceful, you have unlocked one of the greatest powers on earth. You no longer cling to others from fear. You connect from love. You stop begging for attention and start radiating confidence. You no longer need to be saved. You become your own sanctuary. And that is how you heal. Not by running from solitude, but by befriending it. Now let's move to something just as important. Building unshakable trust in yourself. Trust is not something you're born with. It's something you build. Every small promise you keep to yourself becomes a brick in the foundation of that trust. When you wake up when you said you would, when you drink that water, when you take 5 minutes to breathe, when you forgive instead of criticize. You are proving to your subconscious mind that you can rely on you. So many people say, I can't trust anyone. But often it's because they haven't yet learned to trust themselves. The truth is, when you trust yourself deeply, no one's betrayal can break you. No one's absence can unground you. You become your own steady ground. You begin to know that even if everyone else walks away, you will still have you. And that's enough. You don't need others to believe in you first. You need to believe in you. You don't need to wait for the world to approve of your path. You need to bless your own path and walk it with love. The people meant for you will recognize your light, but you must be the first one to hold the torch. Repeat with me now. I trust my journey. I am my own steady ground. Feel that truth sink into your heart. Let it anchor you. Trust doesn't come from perfection. It comes from presence. Every time you show up for yourself, you're teaching your mind that you are safe within your own care. And as you begin to focus more on yourself, you'll notice something miraculous. The more you love yourself, the more your world softens. People around you start reflecting that love. The opportunities that are aligned with your peace begin to find you. And the drama that used to drain you begins to fade away. Not because it disappeared, because you stopped feeding. When you truly turn inward, you become magnetic. You no longer chase, you attract. You no longer beg for attention. You radiate authenticity. You no longer need validation. You embody it. Because the energy of self-love is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It heals, it draws, it transforms. And here's the beautiful paradox. When you focus on you, everyone around you benefits. Because your love becomes cleaner. Your boundaries become kinder. Your energy becomes safer. You stop giving from emptiness and start sharing from overflow. You stop trying to fix others, and instead, you inspire them to heal themselves. My dear, it is not selfish to prioritize your peace. It is sacred. The most loving thing you can do for others is to be whole within yourself. Because when you are whole, your love no longer comes with conditions. It comes with light. So from this moment forward, I want you to practice redirecting your focus every time your mind wanders to someone else's opinion. You catch yourself wondering, what do they think of me? Pause and ask, what do I think of me? When you notice you're giving too much energy to someone else's life, pause and ask, what does my life need right now? These small shifts will change everything. You will notice your energy coming back. You'll begin to feel calm in your own presence. You'll stop chasing closure, explanations, or apologies. You'll simply rest in the knowing that your worth was never dependent on any of it. And that's when healing becomes real. When you no longer need the world to agree with you in order to feel at peace. So as we close this part of our talk, I want you to take one deep breath. And as you exhale, imagine releasing every opinion that has ever weighed on you. Feel the space that opens up inside. That space is your power. That space is your freedom. That space is where love begins to live again. Whisper softly with me now. I choose to focus on my growth, not others' opinions. My life moves beautifully when I do. Let that become your mantra for the week ahead. Each time your attention drifts outward, gently guide it home. Back to you, back to your heart, back to love. Because that's where your true power has always been waiting. You are your greatest project, your most sacred investment, and your lifelong companion. Celebrate your progress quietly. Trust your path completely. And remember, my dear, life always gets better when your focus comes home to you. A few minutes ago, we spoke about the freedom that comes when you stop needing others to understand you. Now, my love, are you ready to go deeper? Because this next part is where true liberation begins. You were born to express the divine uniqueness that lives within you. Every soul vibrates at its own frequency. Every person lives at their own pace, sees through their own lens, and learns at their own level of awareness. When people can't understand you, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It simply means they're tuned to a different station. Just like you can't hear the music on a radio frequency you haven't dialed into, some people will not hear the song your soul is playing, and that's okay. Your purpose is not to convince them to tune in. Your purpose is to keep singing your song anyway. You see, when you spend your life trying to make sense to everyone, you lose yourself in fragments. You start editing your words, your dreams, your desires, just to fit into a world that was never designed to hold your fullness. And the tragedy is not that others can't understand you. It's that you forget how to understand yourself. So today, I want to invite you to stop explaining. Stop apologizing for being deep, or sensitive, or ambitious, or slow, or spiritual, or quiet, or radiant. You are not difficult. You are just not meant to be understood by everyone. Some people are meant to walk beside you. Others are meant to pass by. Both are teachers. The ones who misunderstand you show you where your boundaries still need strengthening. The ones who honor your truth show you what it feels like to be seen safely. But neither defines you. Both simply mirror where you are in your journey of self-acceptance. My dear, the people who are meant for you will feel you, not analyze you. They won't need to decode your soul. They will recognize it. They'll look at you and say, "Ah, there you are." And until those souls arrive, I want you to stop abandoning yourself just to be understood by those who were never meant to understand you. Let this be your reminder. You are not here to fit into every story. You are here to live your own. You are not here to make everyone comfortable. You are here to shine your light so brightly that those ready for their own awakening can find their way home. Some will resist your light because it reminds them of their own shadows. Others will be drawn to it because it reminds them of their own potential. Either way, keep shining. The sun never apologizes for rising. Now take a moment to whisper softly, I release the need to be understood. I allow myself to simply be. Feel how peaceful that is? When you stop demanding that the world sees you a certain way, your energy relaxes. You stop performing and start living. You stop explaining and start expressing. unshakable. Let's move into something that naturally follows this truth. Becoming your own source of validation. This, my love, is the cornerstone of freedom. From the time we were children, we were taught to wait for gold stars, praise, approval for making them uncomfortable. Slowly, we learned to equate love with applause. But love and approval are not the same thing. Approval is conditional. Love is eternal. If your sense of worth depends on someone else's opinion, you'll always feel unstable. Happy when praised, anxious when ignored, broken when criticized. When you become your own source of validation, you reclaim your power. You step off the roller coaster of external approval and find peace in your own presence. I want you to say this quietly to yourself. I am proud of who I am becoming. Let those words fill your chest. Let them vibrate in your bones. You don't need to do something grand or extraordinary today to earn that pride. Just waking up with the intention to grow is enough. You are evolving every single day, even on the days that feel still. Say it again. I am enough, even without applause. Doesn't that feel free? You are enough when no one is watching. You are enough when no one says good job. You are enough when no one claps, comments, or validates your choices. Because work is not a currency. It is your birthright. You were born worthy. Nothing you can add to it, and nothing you lose can subtract from it. Let me share something I've learned after decades of working with people from all walks of life. From those in pain to those in success. From those who have everything to those who feel they have nothing. The common thread that holds us back is not lack of opportunity. It's the belief that we are not enough until someone else says we are. But the truth is, the moment you decide to love and approve of yourself, the world begins to mirror that love back to you. You see, validation from others is like sunlight reflected on water. It glimmers beautifully, but it disappears the moment the angle changes. Validation from within, however, is like the ocean itself. Deep, steady, alive. When you draw your sense of worth from your own heart, no one can take it from you. Every morning, I want you to look into the mirror and say, I trust myself. I love myself. I honor my path. You may not believe it at first, but say it anyway. Because what you say to yourself becomes what you believe. You are programming your subconscious with truth. And the subconscious is always listening. The more you practice self-validation, the less you'll need to chase reassurance. You'll start to feel centered even when others misunderstand you. You'll learn to smile when someone doubts you, not out of arrogance, but out of compassion. Because when you didn't believe in yourself either, and now you do. Let's go even deeper, because this lesson isn't just mental, it's spiritual. Understand what it means to choose yourself, and the person who chooses themselves becomes magnetic. When you choose yourself, opportunities align, relationships become healthier, creativity flows, and peace becomes natural. Because self-love is not selfish, it's sacred alignment with the divine within you. You see, when you truly validate yourself, your energy shifts. You walk differently. You speak with calm confidence. You stop explaining your worth and start embodying it. People begin to feel your self-respect, and life begins to respond to it. You are no longer begging for love. You are radiating it. You are no longer chasing success. You are attracting it. You are no longer needing approval. You are giving yourself permission. This is what it means to heal by loving yourself daily. To wake up each morning and say, I am my own validation. I am my own home. stop waiting for life to tell you that you're good enough. You simply decide that you are. So, my love, are you ready to make that decision today? To stop looking for mirrors that reflect your worth and become the mirror itself? To stop chasing understanding and start offering compassion to yourself? To stop waiting for someone to say, you did well, and instead whisper, I'm proud of you, to your own heart? Because that's the path of healing. It's not about being understood. It's about being authentic. It's not about being praised. It's about being peaceful. It's not about being chosen. It's about remembering you have always belonged. Take a deep breath now. Feel that truth settling in your chest. And as you exhale, let go of every voice that ever told you you're too much, too little, too different, too sensitive, too slow. Those were projections, not prophecies. The only voice that matters now is your own, the voice of love, steady and sure, whispering, you are enough. You have always been enough. And that, my dear, is where healing truly begins. Have you ever asked yourself why it feels so hard to stop comparing your life to someone else's? It's such a quiet habit, isn't it? One moment you're feeling fine, grateful even, and the next, your peace slips away because you saw someone who seems to be doing better. I know that feeling too, my love. For so many years, I measured my worth by the progress of others. I thought if someone was ahead, then somehow I was behind. But I learned that comparison is the thief of joy, and not just joy, but peace, creativity, and purpose. Every time you compare your journey to another's, you step out of your own divine timing. You lose sight of the truth that your path is sacred, uniquely written, perfectly unfolding. You see, every soul comes to this earth with a different lesson plan. No two journeys are ever the same. Some souls learn through stillness, others through storms. Some bloom early, others take time, like flowers that only open under the moon. Just because someone sees them doesn't mean it means your soil is preparing for a different kind of blood. So instead of asking, why am I not where they are? Ask gently, what is my soul learning right now? Because that question leads you home. When you stop looking sideways, your whole world starts to open. You begin to see that your pace, your growth, your healing, your process, it's beautiful, it's divine, it's enough. You stop trying to catch up, and you start to be here. You begin to honor the truth that where you are right now is exactly where you need to be for the next miracle to unfold. Repeat this with me softly. My path is sacred. My timing is perfect. Feel how those words ground you. The moment you stop comparing, you begin to cooperate with the rhythm of your own life. Everything that once felt slow begins to feel right on time. Everything that once felt delayed begins to reflect divine preparation. You are not late, my dear. You are precisely aligned. You might not see it yet, but life is not a race. It's a garden. You can't rush a seed into bloom. Water, you nurture, you trust the unseen world beneath the soil. That's what your life is doing right now. Unseen growth. Trust that. Bless that. Every person you envy today might one day envy your peace. Because peace doesn't come from being first. It comes from being faithful to your own unfolding. And this brings us to the next truth I want to share. Focus on small steps. The mountain of your dreams, your healing, your transformation. It is not climbed in one day. It is climbed one small, steady, loving step at a time. We often look at the top and think, It's too far, too big, too much. But every mountain is just a series of tiny stones placed beneath your feet. You don't need to leap. You only need to continue. As I've often said, I didn't climb the mountain in one day. I took one stone at a time. Each morning that you choose love over fear, gratitude over complaint, presence over distraction, that's a stone moved closer to the summit. Every time you wake up and say, I'll try again, you are not starting over. You are continuing your sacred climb. So if you want your life to transform, stop waiting for the giant leap. Gentle step. It could be making your bed with intention, writing one sentence in your journal, saying one kind word to yourself in the mirror. These tiny moments are not small. They are miracles in motion. Small steps build unshakable confidence, and confidence builds miracles. Here's a simple practice I love. Each day, do one small thing that makes you 1% better, and then calmer, one thought kinder, then smile and say, that's enough for today. Because healing doesn't demand perfection. It asks for participation. And every time you participate in your growth, the universe celebrates with you. You might not notice the change day by day, but one morning, you'll wake up, look back, and realize that the mountain you once feared has turned into the ground beneath your feet. That's how life works. Quietly, gently, faithfully. The big shifts happen not through pressure, but through presence. And finally, my dear, let's talk about something so important, betting on yourself. What does it mean to bet on yourself? It means you choose to believe in your own possibility, even when no one else does. It means that when the world says, are you sure? You smile and say, yes, I am sure of me. We are taught to seek guarantees before we leap. The promise of success, the approval of others, the safety of certainty. But the only true guarantee in life is the faith you hold within yourself. When you trust that, life begins to respond. Opportunities begin to appear. People begin to show up who believe in you, because the universe mirrors the vibration of your belief. You don't need everyone to believe in your dream. You need one person to believe completely, you, because that belief is a signal to the universe. It says, I am ready. It says, I trust my timing. It says, I am willing to walk in faith, even when I can't see the whole road. And do you know what happens when you take that step? The road begins to light up. One stone, one sunrise, one act of courage at a time. So if you find yourself waiting for permission, waiting for signs, waiting for someone to choose you, stop waiting. Choose yourself. Approve of yourself. Bet on yourself. When you do, something shifts inside you. You start carrying yourself differently. Your back straighter, your eyes softer, your heart open. You start saying, even if no one claps for me, I'll still dance. Even if no one understands, I'll still rise. Even if no one believes, I will still build. And I promise you, my love, when you live that way, life begins to conspire in your favor. Doors open, hearts soften. The right people find you, not because you begged for validation, but because you embodied belief. The energy of self-trust is magnetic. It pulls towards you what once felt unreachable. So let's affirm this together. Even when no one believes in me, I believe in me. The universe moves for those who trust themselves. Say it again, slower this time. Feel it echo in your chest. You are not powerless. You are participating in creation itself. The universe responds to faith, not fear. And when your faith is rooted in self-love, it becomes unstoppable. Remember, my dear one, the people you compare yourself to are on their own divine assignments. Their success does not take away from your destiny. Their light does not dim yours. Their timing is not your timeline. You are not behind. You are blooming right on time. So stop rushing. Stop comparing. Keep taking your small steps. Keep betting on yourself. You are building something sacred, a life aligned with who you truly are. You are the miracle unfolding, and one day you'll look back and realize that everything you thought was delay was actually divine direction. Let's end our beautiful talk today with a moment of stillness, a soft exhale, a gentle smile, and a return to your heart. You've listened deeply, and I want you to honor yourself for that. Because listening to words of healing is not just learning, it's remembering. You are remembering who you truly are. You are remembering that you were never broken, only rediscovering your wholeness. Each day I want you to begin and end with yourself. That's where true transformation happens, in the small, sacred moments of focus and love. Every morning before the world asks for your attention, ask yourself, what do I love about me today? Write down 3 things. Maybe it's your kindness, your patience, the way you keep going even when it's hard. Don't rush the answers. Let them rise gently, like sunlight through your chest. And each night, before you close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, feel its steady rhythm, and whisper, I am proud of you. You did your best today. Feel those words move through your body like a warm current. They don't just comfort you, they rewire your mind for compassion. Because every time you choose kindness toward yourself, your nervous system relaxes, your body feels safe, and your spirit feels seen. Whenever you find yourself comparing again, pause. Take one deep breath and remind yourself, I focus on my light. That is your practice. That is your medicine. The more you focus on your light, the less power darkness has over you. The more you celebrate your growth, the quieter your doubts become. Healing isn't about fixing everything overnight. It's about gently turning your attention inward, again and again, until love becomes your default setting. Remember, my dear, when you stop chasing attention, you start attracting peace. You don't need to be louder to be loved. You don't need to be extraordinary to be worthy. You only need to be present. The world doesn't need another perfect person. It needs a peaceful one. When you focus on your inner harmony, life rearranges itself to match that peace. Everything begins to fall into place, naturally, beautifully, effortlessly. So as we close this session, take one more deep breath. Feel the stillness inside you expand. You are here. You are whole. You are enough. And you are free. Repeat with me one last time. My focus is my freedom. My peace is my power. And my love for myself heals everything. Now, my love, I'd like to leave you with a question. One that invites reflection and honesty. Which part of today's message spoke to your heart the most? Was it the reminder to stop comparing? The courage to trust your timing? Or perhaps the gentle challenge to finally choose yourself? Take a moment to feel your answer. Then, if you'd like, share it below. Not for validation, but for connection. Because every time you speak your truth, you give someone else permission to find theirs. You are doing beautifully. Keep coming home to yourself. One breath, one morning, one moment at a time. I welcome growth and change with open arms. I love and accept myself in every stage of life. I am deserving of love and kindness from myself. I am proud of my progress and my journey. I choose to see challenges as opportunities to grow. I have the power to change my story. I am learning to love myself more each day. I am worthy of all the good things coming my way. I forgive myself for past mistakes and move forward. I am the author of my life and write a beautiful story. I celebrate my uniqueness and embrace my individuality. I am committed to my personal growth and self-love. I am grateful for the lessons life teaches me. I am a work in progress, and that's okay. I release what no longer serves me and make room for the new. I am open to the endless possibilities of life. I am strong, capable, and resilient. I nourish my mind, body, and soul with love. I honor my needs and set healthy boundaries. I am surrounded by positive energy and loving relationships. I attract positive change and embrace it with grace. I trust myself to make the right decisions for my life. I approve of myself. You approve of yourself. You approve of yourself. I support myself. I support myself. You support yourself. You support yourself.
Peace, prosperity, and divine timing with ease. My presence alone invites blessings into my life. Everything I desire moves closer to me each day. I feel balanced, centered, and magnetic. I trust my energy to bring me what's right for me. I attract calm, success, and harmony everywhere I go. I am a magnet for opportunities that life throws. My life is filled with perfect I am grateful for all the goodness flowing my way. My magnetic energy draws in a life I love. Everything meant for me finds its way to me. I am the energy I radiate draws in everything aligned with me. I don't chase, I attract effortlessly. My calm confidence magnetizes every blessing. I am aligned with the frequency of ease and flow. All good things are naturally drawn to my energy. I am surrounded by love, light, and opportunity. I attract experiences that uplift and inspire me. My vibration pulls in beauty, success, and peace. I trust that the universe knows exactly what I need. I am open to receiving everything that matches my energy. My life flows smoothly, perfectly aligned with my desires. I attract abundance simply by being myself. The right people and opportunities are finding me now. My magnetic energy creates miracles every day.
am surrounded by synchronicities that confirm I invite blessings into my life. Everything I desire moves closer to me each day. I feel balanced, centered, and magnetic. I trust my energy to bring me what's right for me. I attract calm, success, and harmony everywhere I go. I am the magnet of achievements that I become. My life flows effortlessly and perfectly. Everything I see is right now. I am grateful for being born this world. My magnetic energy draws in the life I love. Everything meant for me finds its way to me. I am magnetic. The energy I radiate draws in everything aligned with me. I don't chase. I attract effortlessly.
Come here, Lily.
Coming, Mom.
I knew I couldn't forgive birth to such an ugly daughter. Go. Look at that big birthmark on her face. My Lily is so much prettier. Now this is my child. So
The
beautiful.
two
Oh
babies
my.
were mixed up at the hospital. No one wanted this to happen.
Nonsense. I bet you all had this planned. Your daughter got to eat at my house. For nothing all this time.
Hey, Luna, you can't say that. We took care of Lily, too.
It's a famine year now. What do you guys even eat, huh? Just some mixed grain porridge. We eat at our
cornbread.
house. The way you feed them versus the way we do, how can it be the same?
Imagine living a life where nothing can bother your calmness. You stay peaceful even when people criticize you, when problems come your way, or when everything around you seems chaotic. How amazing would it be to go through life with such steady calmness? Today, we're going to learn about 10 powerful Buddhist teachings that can help you achieve this strong and peaceful state of mind. As Buddha once said, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. These teachings aren't just old ideas. They are practical tips you can use right now to create a strong, peaceful place inside yourself. Whether you're dealing with stress, negativity, or feeling unsure, these teachings show you how to stay strong and calm. So, if you're ready to take charge of your inner peace and make sure nothing can disturb it, keep listening, because this could be the wisdom you've been looking for. 1. Firm purposes. Building resilience, or the ability to stay strong in tough times, starts with having firm purposes. This means knowing exactly what you want in life and what is important to you. When your goals and values are clear, they act like a bright star guiding you, helping you stay focused and calm even when things get hard. Imagine you're on a long journey, and your clear goals are like a map that shows you the way. This map gives you the strength to keep going, no matter how difficult the road gets, because you know exactly what you're working towards and why it matters so much. Buddha once said, "Your work is to discover your work, and then, with all your heart, to give yourself to it." This means that each of us has something important to do in life, and once we figure out what that is, we should put our whole heart into it. Every morning, take a moment to think about your firm purposes. Remind yourself of the things that are important to you and the goals you want to achieve. This simple habit helps you stay committed and focused, no matter what challenges you face. By keeping your purposes clear and reminding yourself of them regularly, you build a strong foundation inside yourself. This foundation gives you the power to face any challenge with confidence, because you know what you are fighting for. Even when life gets tough and throws obstacles in your way, your firm purposes will help you stay on track, just like a sturdy ship that stays on course through a stormy sea. This inner strength and clarity will guide you through the ups and downs of life, helping you stay resilient and grounded. So remember to start each day by thinking about your firm purposes. Let them be your guide, your motivation, and your source of strength. With this practice, you will be better prepared to handle whatever life throws your way, and nothing will be able to shake your resolve. 2. Become untouchable. Imagine having the power to remain calm and peaceful, no matter what others say or do. Buddhism teaches that a lot of our suffering comes from how we react to people and situations, not from the things themselves. The key idea here is that no one can hurt you without your consent. This means that while you can't control what happens around you, you can control how you respond to it. When you understand this, you take control of your emotions, and nothing that others do can hurt you unless you allow it to. Think about this. When someone says something mean or tries to upset you, you have a choice. You can let their words affect you, making you feel sad or angry, or you can choose not to let it bother you. By deciding not to take negative words or actions personally, you become untouchable. This doesn't mean that bad things won't happen, or that people won't say hurtful things, but it does mean that these things won't disturb your inner peace. You remain calm and centered, no matter what. Buddha wisely said, "You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger." This means that when you get angry, it's not the situation that hurts you. It's your anger itself that causes pain. When you get mad, you might say or do things you regret, and that can lead to more trouble. But if you choose not to get angry, you protect yourself from this kind of suffering. So, how can you become untouchable? The next time someone tries to upset you, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and remember that you are in control of how you feel. You don't have to let their words or actions affect your peace of mind. Instead, choose to stay calm and let the negativity pass by without taking it to heart. It's like putting up a shield around yourself, one that keeps your peace safe from harm. By practicing this regularly, you will find that over time, fewer things bother you. You will become stronger inside, and the actions or words of others won't have the power to disturb your peace. This doesn't mean you ignore problems or pretend But Buddhism teaches us to see these moments as chances to practice patience and self-control. Instead of reacting quickly with anger or feeling hurt, try to understand that these insults often say more about the other person's struggles than they do about your own worth. When someone insults you, it's easy to throw down your hands or to attack or run away. But if you pause and think about it, you'll realize that the insult is more about the other person's feelings or problems. Maybe they are angry, sad, or insecure, and they are taking it out on you. When you understand this, it becomes easier not to take the insult personally. You can choose not to let it affect how you feel about yourself. Buddha taught, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. This means that responding to hate or anger with more hate or anger only makes things worse. Instead, responding with calmness, understanding, and even
Hello guys, I came today again to prove to you guys that the Hindu gods bow to the name of Jesus. And this time I was eating with my hands. Many Hindu people were angry at me. Today, I'm gonna beat the Hindu gods with this. And you say, oh why? Are you not scared of what? These are demonic things. The Bible says we are seated with Christ far above. Let's just take it regular. Let's just take it regular. They are too close right now.
You guys look so good together.
We are not actually together. We are. This is what I'm telling you. You're too touchy. You're taking this one like I'm a babe. Then who knows? That's why they say we look good together. You're scaring. You're scaring the girls. You're scaring the girls.
Sister, you think you are better than everyone else.
In the name of
simple lang at napakasarap na paggisa sa patola, Manoli. O, igisa mo lang sa maraming bawang.
This is the longevity elixir that killed Grandpa. According to the records, this pill was laced with opium, making it addictive. Grandpa grew addicted to it in his later years. First, his mind grew confused. His moods turned unpredictable, then his organs began to fail. He suffered terribly and died raving mad in rising home. We can't just stand by and watch history repeat itself. Prince Raymond has presented the pill. What can I do to stop Grandpa? If I stop him recklessly, it'll only backfire. I can't rush this. I need to take it slow and steady. I have to convince Grandpa gradually. Dad, we already talked about this yesterday. Whatever happens, we gotta think about it. Stay calm.
Father, you absolutely cannot take this pill. Raymond, you should know the
1 hour
so-called
na
elixir is nothing
I
but
say
harmful.
goodbye. Thank you for
You didn't stop
stopping
Father
by.
from taking it, and even went so far